Welcome to Alice's channel. Today we're going to be canning teriyaki chicken, and for that I'm going to be using 8 chicken breasts cut in small cubes, and we're going to be adding half cup of brown sugar. In this case I am using a 1/4 cup measurement, so I'm adding 2 for a total of half cup of brown sugar. Then I'm going to be adding as well 1 cup of soy sauce. Since I'm using a 1/4 cup, I'm going to be adding 4. Next, we're going to be adding a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. We will also add 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, or if you have fresh, it's much better. In this case, unfortunately, I do not have any fresh ginger, so I'll be using this powdered one. And then you will need, this is to taste, if you like more garlic, I am going to be adding 1 tablespoon. If you like garlic a lot, you can add more, or if you don't like it, just put a little bit, but it's a very important part of this recipe. Then we're gonna mix everything, and we're going to be adding it to our previously cut in cube chicken. Mix very well so all the pieces are in contact with this marinade. After everything is well mixed and well blended, we're going to marinate for about 1 hour. Normally, I prefer a long marinade, so I usually marinate it in the fridge overnight. And here we are the next day, and we're going to mix again very well our chicken with the marinade. After everything is well mixed, we're going to proceed to fill our jars. Remember, we need to leave 1 inch of head space, and we still need to be adding some water. I'm going to proceed to do the same for the rest of the jars. And now we're going to be filling up the jars with hot water, making sure we leave enough head space. Even if you put a little bit more water than 1 inch of head space, we'll still need to debubble these jars, so some of the water level will go down. You want to make sure you debubble everywhere, all the sides and in the middle, so all the air that is inside has the opportunity to come up. Once we're done debubbling, we're going to again check the head space, ensuring we leave at least 1 inch of head space from the rim of the jar. Next, we're going to use some vinegar with a piece of cloth or a paper towel to wipe all of our rims. This is to ensure the rims are completely clean, to ensure a good seal, because if there is any grease or food residue, this will prevent the jars from sealing. This time I'm going to be using toddler lids. So as you can see, it's a little bit of a different process. All you have to do is hold it with one finger, twist the rim, and as soon as the jar starts moving around, it's good to go. You do not have to press as much as you do with regular lids. We're going to add 2 inches of water. Then we're going to be adding 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar. That is so that the jars come out a little bit cleaner. Once the jars have been loaded into the counter, we're gonna seal the counter, making sure that everything is aligned and the lid is perfectly even on either side. Then you're gonna let it vent for 10 minutes, and once it has come up to pressure, you are gonna process it for 75 minutes. In my case, due to my altitude, I am using 10 psi. Once the processing time is done, we're gonna turn it off and let it cool down until the pressure comes down all the way to 0. Then it is safe to remove the jars. When cutting the meat in cubes, I remove all of the fat, and I also can that so I can use it to feed it to my dog, and those are the 2 jars you see at the end. Let them cool for about 16 hours, and then you can check the seal and remove the rims. Before storing them, I usually wash them with soap and water. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.